What's up, YouTube? It's Brittany,
Fuchsia,
and you're watching Brown Skin Sisters. So in this video, we are going to be talking about viral posts. Most of these posts I got from Facebook because I am a Facebook queen. I love Facebook. So we're just going to be reading it out loud to you and then giving our perspective on how we see or how we feel about the post. So we're doing 3 of them. I don't know what it is about the number 3. I always end up wanting to do 3 of them. So this first post says, my boy gave his baby mama $450 a month for his daughter. His baby mama's friend suggested that she should put him on child support because she'll probably get more. The courts ordered him to give $183 a month. That's all he gives her. Nothing more, nothing less. Is he wrong?
No. Absolutely not. Listen, okay? I understand if you ask for more because you really need more for the child, because it's not about you. If the relationship did not work out, that does not give you the right to start pressuring whoever the other party is. So just because y'all not together anymore, but you still have the child. Because I know a lot of men and women do that. Stop it. No. And she should have never listened to her friends.
Yeah, see?
Now you get less.
This is why you don't listen. You don't get greedy, for one. She got greedy, and she listened to her friend. But, ma'am, he was already paying you $450 a month for just one kid. To me, that's enough. This is why you don't listen. You don't do that girl chitter chat crap.
They did you wrong because
they messed you up big time. Why would you even put him on child support when he was already paying you $450?
Yeah. Child support is supposed to be when they're not giving you any help, not when you want more.
That's just crazy.
And you're trying to put them on. No. See, you should have been happy with the $450, and maybe if you just needed to get a better job so that you can have more, you should have did that. Because
$450 is not that bad. And let me just say this. It's not that bad if you are like a normal father and mother. When I say normal, I mean living like not as high maintenance as far as like how much money you make. Like not being a millionaire or a billionaire or anything like that. Then I would get that. But if the person is like a normal average working citizen, then $450 sounds pretty reasonable to me if you only have 1 kid together. But that's just me. But anyway, so now we're going to go to this other one. So no, the guy is not wrong.
He's really not.
She's wrong. And a lot of women don't like to take accountability. That's her fault. She should have just kept what she had and been thankful for that. And been grateful for that.
$450, if you know how to spend it, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just saying.
$450.
It may not be a lot, but
compared
it
to
could
the
go a long
183
way.
compared to the 183 that you're getting now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you are crying your ass off now because you fucked that up. And don't blame your friend, blame you, because this is a decision that you made trying to get more money and you messed that up. But anyway, this other post says, man says women give their best selves and prime years to toxic men, then want a good man when they're damaged goods or on the clearance rack.
Tap me in. Tap me in. Listen, okay, there is a lot to unpack here. Let's start. First of all, let's just say, why are we always putting the pressure on women? When men come out of toxic relationships and men have emotional, physical, and whatever kind of baggage that they got from the previous relationship, women don't look at them as damaged goods. We're like, oh, well, maybe I can help him along with this healing process. Why, on the flip side, y'all never give us that chance. It's always, oh, she got too much. She got 1, 2, 3 kids. She don't really make that much. She paying on her house and her car. She don't own those. Like all these, y'all have all these terms and conditions and guidelines that us women are expected to follow. Yeah, we don't do that to y'all. And when we start doing that to y'all, we're picky, we're snooty, we're uppity, we're all these other things that we're not. We just have standards and you hate it. I can't stand men. I'm sorry. I really can't. Like, no, this is all kinds of jacked up. Listen, women, if a man thinks like this, you shouldn't be fucking with him. I'm sorry. You shouldn't.
I'm going to say that he's not speaking from a sense of every woman doing this. I'm going to say that he's speaking from his experiences as his dating goes. Don't get me wrong, there are some women in this world that really do this. They really do mess with a lot of guys in their youth, and by the time they get older, they then want a good man. So say they go after these bad boys when they're younger, which it is true, they do this. Some of them do, obviously not all. And then when, you know, they get run through, that's what they say, you know, or they no longer want the bad guys anymore because they know there's no future in that, then that's when they want to go for the good guys. And I understand that this is logically sound on the male's perspective, because if you're a good guy and you go after a girl that you like, but she considers you as a square, or whatever, you know, the phrases that they use now, and she goes after the bad guys, of course there's going to be some type of animosity for that. Yes, women definitely should be held accountable, but obviously I don't think he's talking about every woman. You know, when you read this, it could be triggering a little bit, because it's like, are you saying every woman? Obviously,
he said
I don't think
women,
he's saying
okay? Like, even if there isn't in general, I am not here for the double standards. When a man does this, when he runs through a bunch of different women, and then he all of a sudden wants to settle down in his 40s and 50s,
yeah,
nobody bats an eye. But when a woman does it, it's a problem.
I wonder, why is it that way?
Patriarchy, that's why. Y'all been going off of that same old age, outdated, dumb mottos, and y'all still on it. Like, what is wrong?
Yeah, but that we could reverse it and also say, well, that's some men that do that. Obviously, the good women in the world should already know to avoid these type of men, if that makes sense.
It makes sense.
But anyway, so I think this one actually did share some comment. Perhaps, but not all of us do that, which is what I said. Some of us don't want to be bothered with men after. We're not on a clearance rack. We're done. We're not on the market, not accessible and not available. That also is true.
Yeah,
but then you can also wonder, is that person like that because of what they went through, or they like that because they age and they realize, like, relationships aren't really all that important in one's life like we assume that relationships are. But I get that.
Somebody said, so moving on from a toxic relationship makes you damaged goods now. That's why I said it happens to both genders, which means everybody's damaged good. They don't understand the concept of nobody's perfect. There's not one person who hasn't been through something that caused them trauma. So the fact that you're like, oh, she did all this, and this before me, and now I don't want to be with her. Why are you so stuck in the past? Like,
I will agree that his wording at the end of that was kind of like, his wording was a little too aggressive. I will say that.
Women always want a good man. We just don't understand how to recognize a good one until we have experienced the bad ones. It's not really different from men being immature, bad men when they're younger, and then they turn out to be good men when they're older once they've learned how to treat a woman. Honestly, that's like a lack of communication and education. Like, why, like, most TV shows, movie, and just all mainstream media don't like romanticize healthy relationships. It's always toxic, and when you watch that growing up, you assume that's normal. Or if you came up in a household that's like that, you assume it's normal and that there's nothing wrong with it. So it could just be a result of their environment, but on the flip side, they could have just chose it because they don't know how to be in a healthy relationship. And that's what I'm saying. There should be some alternative where we're taught, okay, this is not healthy, this is healthy, do you want this or do you want that? Like, just that it's their choice at the end of the day, but at least still give them the proper tools to be able to recognize when something's not healthy and toxic. That's all I'm saying.
I get it. Only man can love a woman with no money, no house, or no car. Only a man can love a woman and expect nothing in return. Women can't do that. A woman's love comes with conditions. You must have this and that. A man just wants peace. Only things women love unconditionally is their kids.
That could not possibly be more false. Like, women are more likely to fall in love with someone who's not up there in finance and intelligence and every other box that they usually have checked when they're looking for a partner. They're more likely to fall in love with the potential that a man has than what he actually is than men are.
I agree.
I'm sorry, men are more, I truly believe men are more picky than women are. Because if there's one little thing, or even if she has one thing missing, or more than one thing missing at that from your list, you don't want to mess with her. You really don't. It's just like I said, the stigma. If they have kids, if they don't make a lot of money, well, for some people I'd say if they like do certain things like smoking or drinking, if you're not into that. But I kind of agree with that one, so let's take that one off the table. But like whatever they don't fit whatever narrow-minded form or perfectly curated woman that you want, you don't want to mess with them. And yeah, that's your prerogative, that's your preference, but at the same time, don't knock down other women just because they don't fit into the little box that you created in your weird mind.
Yeah, a woman is more likely to date a man who has nothing and bring him in and hopefully try to build him up to get him to do some things, some better things to better himself. I do feel like, yeah, some man will bring a woman in and take care of her 100%, if that makes sense. But oftentimes I do see it as sometimes a man would do that because he is trying to gain something out of that. Not all, but I do feel I have seen those type of relationships where a man will pick a woman up from absolutely nothing, bring her in, and then either treat her like trash or give her everything, but cheat on her, or he might actually just be a genuinely good person. It's rarity. Yeah. These conversations right here are like a rarity. Not everybody thinks like this or have beliefs like this, but like I said, it's 50-50. A woman, but for me, like I said, I've always noticed women bringing in the guys who don't really have anything and bringing them to their level. So I'm gonna definitely agree that women are more likely to fall in love with them unconditionally, give them whatever that they have, and allow them to be in the home. So comment says, not all my dude, not all my dude. My wife got with me when I was at my lowest point and didn't even care about all that. But that's unusual to find. See?
Yeah, he disagrees.
This is not true. My man not in the best financial situation right now, and I'm not going nowhere where I'm not going nowhere. That's my baby, because I know when he gets back good, he got me. A lot of these comments are saying untrue. So
this one person said lies.
Somebody said that's a touchy subject, my boy. Somebody said preach. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching Brown Skin Sisters. Be sure to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Check out all the recent videos, and we will see y'all in the next video. And again, we want to thank all y'all
so much
for hanging out with us, for subscribing. We know most of our viewers are coming from our app and preach videos, so we just want to say thank y'all, and we really appreciate y'all. So we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.